is destructive.
This food is your culture.
Then the culture is destructive.
So, this is Louisville, where apparently, yeah, they're still out there, man. They're still doing it. And like Louisville, Kentucky, right? I mean, it is Kentucky, so yeah, behind is behind, but it's kind of amazing to me that, you know, they're like still buying into the narrative. And you hear it's mostly chicks and simps, but yeah, let's keep rocking. What do you mean by that? Do something black today with your white privilege besides cheer. I'm a descendant, all right? I put that before black, primarily because one of the best parts about our white counterparts is that they're very good at compartmentalizing, right? Like, oh, no, it ain't all white. Like, oh, I'm Italian, I'm Polish, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Irish. There's so many different, you know, like levels and stuff like that to it. And there, we too have such nuance, but damn it, if they sit there and just want to jumble us all together because, you know, oh, you know, my family, they escaped the Congo where there's warlords and people getting shredded to bits. And so we're here in America now, but America's been so terrible. So like, whoa, there, champ, hold up. Like, nah. Nah, relax. But, you know, once again, with Obama came this real jacked up energy from people who happen to share just because of a skin complexion, as opposed to, hey, are you a decent human being? Well, I ain't gonna bother you then, because that's really the American way. It's just to leave people alone. But no, not these morons. And it's kind of infuriating to watch. I'm not even gonna bullshit you guys. Oh my God. No one cares. No one cares. I'm sorry. That kind of, like, oh, whoa, what about Breonna? I love it. I love it because the look on their faces when you're just like, yeah, you know, she kind of did that to herself, and there wasn't really there was no racial motivation to that situation at all. It's amazing. It's really amazing when you sit there and just break it down for these morons and like, hey, you know, it really wasn't racially motivated. Like, she herself put herself in this circumstances, you know, she was a trap queen. Like, yo, she was sitting there holding bread for various drug dealers who she was also smashing. Like, it's an inherent part of, you know, street life. Like, yo, we all have life choices to make. And so thusly, you know, they have their life choices to make, i.e. just keeping it pushing past yo simple ass. Because, like, yo, real talk, not everybody, like, yo, like, after what we've witnessed collectively as a country, like, I'm glad that they just not saying screw it and setting up what's the name, like hangman platforms and shit. Like, all right, let's just round them all up and start a lynching, you know. Like, so it's like, yo, just chill and relax. But these folks, man, like, they've purchased so deeply and they have invested so heavily into this bullshit lie and line of, oh, my victimhood and all this other nonsense that, you know, some people are just too far gone. Some people are just too far gone. Well, maybe black mothers should, you know, make sure that they're having babies in the confines of stable relationships, you know, instead of, oh, I like the dreads, you know, because that's what's happens quite more often than not when it comes to the birth of black life, you know. Like, it's more of a, hey, you know, just put a baby in me, 2 months later, he ain't this, he ain't that. I'm gonna go find a stepdaddy for my baby. And it's like, whoa, lady, relax. You know, like, how about you give that kid a chance? Because the kid never gets a second thought. So you want to say that, oh, black mothers are burying their babies and you're going to it. Yeah, they're going about their lives. Because ultimately, the only other thing that they could do is be like you and stand in the middle of a street with people ignoring them, going about their lives when it comes to these types of issues and situations. Man, you guys are ridiculous.
Do something black today with your white privilege, thank you. Do something black today with your white privilege, thank you. Blacker, you got to do something black, all right? You got to go to, you know, the corner liquor store and purchase some 40s, you know, and some roses and start doing crack, or like in the trap house and shit. You know, you got to do WAP. You got to, you got cheerleaders, right? So they're cheerleaders. They can definitely do the WAP, the quote unquote WAP challenge and shit. Yeah, go ahead, do something black with your white privilege. You guys are fucking disgusting. Fire the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. Oh my goodness, yes. You know, we're done here. We are done. I am tired. I like, it's so ridiculous how these people are holding on to these terrible narratives that you know, have done absolutely nothing to actually fix any of the problems. Once again, if you want to fix these problems with like you know, Kamala Harris recently got some shit for saying, hey, to fix the issues with the black community would mean fixing issues within, you know, saying like all of America, because, you know, all of these issues are American problems, and whether or not you realize it or not, she was right. I'll give Kamala Harris that one. She was 100% correct. We have to fix our like, you know, our economic situation through manufacturing and bringing in tons of work for that is more inclined towards the male as opposed to the female, because, you know, one of the things they love to do in urban America is you know, have beauty shops and barber shops, and wig and weave stores, all, you know, saying bunched up together and the like, which is cool. I mean, it's a business, but it's not something that you can sit there and hire a ton of people on, like, just off the strength. And usually those who own those spaces are Arab or Chinese, so thusly, you know, they keeping it within the family. Smart on them. Something that, you know, the American black quote unquote American black culture does not do whatsoever. And that's primarily due to the just poisonous influence that media has had on the American black family, you know what I'm saying, particularly from the time span of the 60s up until right now, because you see where the women are at here in this video. They're sitting there screaming, oh my goodness, Black Lives Matter and all this other shit, and not particularly realizing what useful pawns and idiots they have become in the grand scheme of things. But that's because they're not wired to think in such a manner. So boys, with that being said, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff, if you like it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead and do the two. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice, you want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually go into that description box and do damage and speak. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's really irritating to watch these useful idiots go out there and scream and cry and bitch and moan, when in reality, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. We fix these. We fix the economic system. We fix the family courts. We, you know, do away with child support and really disincentivize this whole strong and independent movement, because it's really shaping up to be a huge fucking dud with this generation of women being, you know, saying like, oh yeah, go out there, be strong and independent, and don't take no shit from no man and all this other fun shit, and just being whores and the like. but then finding themselves empty and finding like, you know, that it does take a team to raise a child. You know, saying mainly the other partner that you had that you decided to get rid of. I mean, like, we got to do away with the welfare state. But trust me, they have zero interest in having that conversation. But that's what I'm here for. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, all right? And until the next one.
Men, we don't know what we did.